Hello, welcome back to another episode on BCC Broadcast. So, my name is Amarnath Mishra and I warmly welcome all of you to our channel that is Bluecrest College BCC Broadcast. Today's topic we are going to learn about password policies. See, policy basically works with the help of set of rules and regulations where we define the limitations and predefined policies through which the policy will work. And according to that, a user can access or prepare a user account. In the today's topic, we will see and learn that how to configure the password policy, like providing the limitation of the characters, the password length, password expiration, what is the complexity, what is the weak password, and how we can provide a strong password. For the configuration of password policy, For the configuration of password policy, we will first check the connectivity between the systems. So I'll ping the system. So here we'll ping, that is 10.0.0.1, and we are able to get the reply, and we'll also check the connectivity ping.10.0.0.2, and it is not giving reply. So we'll check the connectivity first. So first we'll move to the network connection, that is .cpl, and we'll configure the IP address first. So we'll go to the configuration of TCP IP version 4. We'll go to the properties and we'll provide the IP address first, so that we'll connect. So 10.0.0.70, and we'll provide the network, that is 255.255.0.0. So now we will configure this IP. So now we'll configure this IP. So this is the IP address, and we'll check with the connectivity. So the moment we ping over here, we'll see that ping dot 10.0.0.1, and it is replying very well. So now we'll also check the connectivity of the other node, that is 10.0.0.2, and it is also replying. So we can see that both the systems are properly pinging and having the connections. So now we'll take the remote connection, that is mstsc v 10.0.0.2, and we'll be able to take the remote connection. So now we'll put the credential, that is the password, for the remote system, and we will be able to connect to the remote computer. So we'll put the domain information, that is contoso slash Adam, and the password, and we are able to connect to the remote computer. So this is our remote desktop for the remote host, which is within the cloud. So you can see that server manager is getting ready for the dashboard, and this is our dashboard, and server is preparing itself so that we can be able to configure the password policies. So now we'll start our virtual systems. So here we can see that the server is there. We'll start our node, and this is the node we will start, which is in the remote system, remote virtual system. So system is preparing itself, so that after that we will check with the policies. So we will log in now. It is here, you can see that the Bluecrest/administrator will log in with the credential, that is password. So you can see that the server is getting ready with the server manager for preparation of the dashboard. So now it is ready. So we will go to the tools. When we come to the tools, we'll go to the Active Directory users and computers. When we come to the Active Directory users and computers, we can see that there is a domain name, that is bluecrest.com. Under the bluecrest.com, there is a user tab where we will get the users information. So if I create now user account, it will ask me with the specified password. So when we go to the new user, and if we go to create a user account over here like John, and login credential also I'll put John. So when I go to next, you can see that the UPN name is bluecrest.com. And when we come to the password here, we will see that it will not accept the password because the password policy is set as predefined as a domain policy. So it will not take as per the normal password or weak password. So let's try. So if I give a weak password, like let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and again I will put another repeat the password, that is confirming the password 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and if I go to next, it will not accept this password because it is not meeting the password policy. So you can see that the password policy has to be as per the provide password policy. It should be complex password and it should meet the complexity length also, password length also. So it is not recommendation. So if I move this password and if I go for the password change, so it should be in the different order also. If I put, it will not accept. Like for example, another example, like A B C D E F G H, and if I say A B C D E F G H, it will also not take because it is a simple password and it is not meeting the password policy. So what we will do, we will configure the password policy for changing, and then we will check again for creation of this account. So for change of password policy, we'll go to the tools, we'll go to the group policy management. When we come to the group policy management, here we can see that the domain security policies, here we have a default domain policies where we can configure the password. When we go to the edit, it will prompt me with the, so when we come to the policy group policy management editor, when we edit here, we can see that there are two options are coming, that is computer configuration and user configuration. So if I want to configure the password related to the password policy, we have to go to the computer configuration. Under the computer configuration, we have to drag the policies. Within that policies, we have to go to the Windows setting. We'll drag the Windows setting. Within that, we can see that there's a security setting tab is there. So we'll drag that security settings. When we come to the security settings, we'll see that there is an account policy. When we come to the account policy, within that there is a password policy is there. So if I little bit drag it, under the account policy, we can see that the password policy, within this password policy, you can see the policy has been changed as per the preferred features. That is, you can see that the password enforced password history is 24, password remembered, maximum password age is 42 days, minimum password age is 1 day, and minimum password length is 7 character. Password should meet the complexity, that is enabled, and store password using reversible encryption, that is disabled. So according to this password policy, a user account, whenever we create a user account, it is taking the password as per the provided policies. This is your default domain policy, default domain password policy. If I change here any changes, it is going to affect to the user account or any of the system environment. So what we will do, we'll change the policy. So we are going to change here the policy. So what we will do, we'll change the password length, that is, will not put any complexity. Password must meet at least 7 character. We'll put any character. We'll put 1 character, and minimum password length can be 1 character. We'll click OK. When we say password must meet complexity requirement, we'll go to the properties, we'll disable this complexity, and we'll click OK. And rest everything will leave as it is already there. So what we will do, we'll change this password and we'll close here, and now we'll go to the command prompt, that is cmd, and we'll update the password policies. So we'll put a command that is called gp update /force. So you can see that the policy is updating. Once it is updated, we'll be able to provide a user account without a password, which will take a lesser character. Or if I want to make more complex password, that is also possible. So we'll minimize it, and now we'll go to again the same place, that is server manager dashboard. In the dashboard, we'll go to the tools. When we come to the tools, we'll go to the active directory users and computers. When we come to the active directory users and computers, we'll go to the bluecrest.com domain. Under the domain, there is a user tab. We'll right click here and we'll create one new user account. That is, we'll create the same user, that is John, and login credential will be also John. And you can see that it is going for the next, and here it is asking for the password complexity. We'll put a simple password, that is 12345, and we'll put 12345. There is 5 character only, and we'll go to the next, and you can see that it has taken, and it has also accepted that user password policy. So this time it is not asking me the complex password. It has also not prompt me for the password meet requirement is not fulfilled. So it is already taken because we have changed the policy, and as per that policy it has not required any complexity password. But similarly, if I want to change the password in a more complex order, it will also prompt here for not to create user without meeting the requirement of the password policy. So I hope you have learned that how to configure a password with the help of password policy, where we have seen that how to provide a complex password, a strong password, and as per the required in the organization or need, we can change the policies for the requirement. If you want to learn about these type of technologies like cloud computing, security, wireless configurations, so please visit Bluecrest College, 77 Wilkinson Road, Freetown. Thank you.